I just want you to understand money and understand the reason you're going to have it, the purpose you must desire it, and the way you walk with God to cause the abundance of the Lord to come into your hands. Why? Because at the end of the day, take the stage, Lord. Have your way. Your life is the stage. God will have his way in your life. He will order your steps. He will lead you in the way to go. He will open doors for you to be blessed. Why? Because your agenda is aligned with his agenda. He will open doors for you in ways men have never seen. Because you are directly aligned to his purpose and you are in obedience to his will. The wealth of the Gentiles will come to you. I'll tell you, when you go to all those banks and you see those security doors, I introduced it into Nigeria over 30 years ago. We were the first and the biggest in it. But it was clear to me that it was not mine, that it was for God and his purpose. Because as far back as then, each door was sold for 2 million naira. As far back as about 30 years ago. Like we said at the beginning, how many cars can you ride? How many places can you sit? How many houses can you live in? But when you allow your purpose to be aligned with the purpose of God, he will cause his blessings to come into your life. But you must have the right attitude about handling the money. You must have ears that listen and a heart that is obedient to the will of God. And then you will find that you're more than able to manage the resources of the Lord in your hand to cause expansion, not just in your life, but expansion in the kingdom. Because the wealth of God in your hands is for the purpose of God. One thing I have learned in my journey is that every bit of my life belongs to the Lord. I'm a late starter, like I said. I was raised a Muslim. I came to the Lord later. So I don't have your possible cockiness of being a Christian. If you've been a Christian all your life, you can take it for granted. I don't have that luxury. When I came to Christ, I had lived on one side. I came to another side. I know the difference. And I'm saying to you, God doesn't make suggestions to you. He gives you instructions. And he gives us lessons to follow. If you understand how to manage resources between the seasons of abundance and the seasons when things are not as rosy, you will find that in all seasons, you'll be taken care of. Now, let me explain something else you must learn about what the Lord told Pharaoh. It wasn't just about them saving grain for the season of lack. What did the Lord use the savings to do? For them to become wealthy. Why? The rest of the world needed grain. Who did they come to? Did they come for free? What did they do? They exchanged their wealth for food. Egypt not only had enough to eat, they also collected the wealth of the rest of the world and became super wealthy. The compound interest as one of the options is one of the value addition. Another option is the fact that having what you have gathered positions you to have the opportunity to respond when doors are opened before you. When the Gentiles need to trade at value. I'll give you an example. So somebody had a house they had left for a long time because they had too much. So they had this property that was just there. And then somebody else had to buy it from them at a point because they wanted to sell it. Between the day they bought from them and the market price, without doing anything, they gained an extreme value of hundreds of thousands of pounds. But what is the difference? That when those people wanted to sell, they were in a position to do what? To buy. Money is a tool. God has never lost $1 before. From the beginning of the earth to the end of the earth, he will not lose one. You know why? Many people have been rich in their lifetime, but nobody has been buried with their money. And the pharaohs that were buried with their gold and their wealth and everything, what has happened? Archaeologists get rich, excavating them, bringing out the same money and gold that were buried with them in a different season, and that money goes back into circulation. What is the point I want you to learn from that? God has not lost 1 naira before. He has never lost a dime. He's the creator of the heavens and the earth. Every treasure he placed on the earth is still here. That's why the Bible says he's the one that he knows the secret things. He knows the secret places. When it is time and you please him and you are aligned with him, he will lead you there. So when people say they just made a discovery, I laugh. Discovery of what? Somebody hid it there. When it pleases him at the right time, he unveils it.